mistakes here, or the detail wasn't quite as good. I've got a vinyl cutter, so I'm going to try and cut out my next pencil with vinyl. And see how well that works. So it's been a couple minutes. Wipe off the stain. My theory that the vinyl cut will be better drawn. That's really surprising. Oh well. this is the final project. This is the toolbox. I may end up making some slats in here so that I can hold something straight up and down, maybe a beverage or two, something like that. It's a little Art Deco piece. The boys in my Cub Scout den, they all took one corner and cut it the way they wanted to. I basically just said, you know, don't cut below this line and don't cut any closer to here. But other than that, you're free to do whatever you want. And so it made it not uniform. You know, kind of every corner is different, and I've got something that they've done on each side of it. This is kind of a project piece because I really wanted to test doing two stains, doing a dark stain and then doing a lighter stain on top of it. I hadn't done that yet. I'm about to do some cornhole boards, and that's kind of the way I want to finish those off. So if any of you out there have any ideas on how to do that the best way, you know, please feel free to put it in the comments. I didn't use a gel stain, and maybe that would help out quite a bit. On this side, this is the side I used the blue painter's tape, the X-Acto knife. I used some caulk to, and then wiped it off. That was one of the suggestions I found online on how to make crisp lines when you're painting. I wasn't sure if that would work out well with the staining, but it worked fairly well. There's still a lot of bleed through, so I'm not real happy with the way it turned out. This side, I'm actually surprised. I thought this side would actually turn out better. This was the one where I did the vinyl stencil, and I used the same method of putting the caulk on there and that kind of stuff. But it bled through a lot more, so I guess the stencil doesn't adhere to the wood quite as good as the blue painter's tape. Maybe the actual method of using the X-Acto knife, maybe push down on the edges of the blue painter's tape to get it kind of inside the wood a little bit more than the stencil did. But again, if you all have any ideas on how to improve this method, please feel free to share. Like I said, I hope to have my cornhole boards completed. That'll be a one video, and then the staining process and the finishing of them should be another one that this should be pretty good. This will be the fourth set. This will be the first set I've ever done for myself. The other ones I've done one that's all stain and vinyl, and I did one that was a mixture of paint and stain. This turned out fairly well. This will be the first one where I really want to try and get it to be all stain so that I can get a nice clean surface off of it. But if any of you have any ideas on how to do that, that'll be great. But thank you for watching. This was one of my first videos. It was kind of a test to see how well the camera worked, how much editing it would take to put one of these together. It's taken quite a bit. My camera's not that great. This is my first setup. I don't even know how good the sound quality is, but thanks for watching. Thanks.